Hello. If you're watching this, this is just a short video to show you how to connect the sim racing browse that hopefully you've purchased from myself and how to set them up. So if you open Simhub up, you'll be greeted with a page like this. It may not show the same game at the top there, but as long as the menu on the side looks the same, you're good to go. Click the Arduino button on the left. You'll see here I've already got a couple of things connected. Some spotter lamps or flags if you like. To add a new device, just make sure you've got multiple Arduino selected if you're having more than one, and just open the Arduino setup tool. Now don't be surprised if you haven't done this before and you've got a red warning here saying that you need new drivers. Just go ahead and install those drivers. Once you click the setup icon, you'll be greeted with another screen. It looks like this. I'm going to go reload my last settings because I've just done this as a proof of concept. So if I click that there, sorry, it keeps going on to another page. Right, so this is the screen you're greeted with when you want to set up the Arduino. I think it's quite important to name your Arduino and what you want it to do, so I'm going to call it browse. And then you need to enable which feature or functionality you'd like your Arduino to do. So for the sim racing browse, you need to have this area filled in, and if you copy the details exactly as I have, it'll be fine. So the LED count is the total amount of LEDs, which is 8 times 2, which is 16. And the data pin that's been used on the Arduino Nano inside the control box is using pin 6. And then the other green, red, blue encoding and testing mode just means that if you power your Arduino up but it's not seeing any data, you'll at least have them illuminated in red just to show that it's waiting for data. If it's not shown up in red and it's another color, it's chances are you've got this setting wrong, because if I set this to RGB, that red color for the Arduino startup will actually be green. So once you've got that left hand side sorted, you can go to the right, and you want to find what serial port your Arduino has been connected to. So as you can see, I've got a few things here, and I know that COM7 is my new port just because I've just done this, but if you'd like to just make sure by just disconnecting and reconnecting, you'll see one of those COM ports will disappear, and that's the COM port you're looking for. In my experience, when a serial port says FTDI next to it instead of CH340, it means it's a new Arduino Nano bootloader. So I've selected the right COM port there, and I've gone for the new bootloader, because in this list here you could select old bootloader, new bootloader, but go with new bootloader for FTDI, and if it's CH340, then I'll try the old bootloader. Just tick the box saying you understand what it's going to do and press upload to Arduino. Doesn't take long at all, and that's it, it's done. If you just press OK and close this down, on this page here we should get another Arduino appear called browse, and hopefully that will flash to connected any second. There we go. So now we've got our LEDs for our left and right, which are not part of this instructional video, and the browse are all connected. Now if we go to the RGB LEDs top tab, I'm using these for a real simple setup of ABS and TC indication, which will only work on certain games. Some games like iRacing do not give out that telemetry data, so you can enable them, but it won't do anything unless you could talk to an AI engine and get it to script you something that will work similar to the rumble motors. But personally, I'm just using that information for other games where it's a bit more useful. And I'll send you a copy of this profile as well. So if you go to Profile Managers, you can import a new profile, and I've called it Brow Profile LEDs. And that profile is just using the left for ABS activation and the right for TC activation. And if you've got the LEDs in front of you as well, you can also test them by if you click this icon here, in reality these LEDs will be lighting up in front of you as you click them. There's many other things you can do. You can have them for flags and RPMs and spotters. No, that's it. Shouldn't be any more complicated than that. If you do have any issues, just give me a shout.